getting somewhere. Oh, totally better. Star Wars X-Wing fighter that's new now, that's making it a big success, is right now I have the motors with the prop at the front of the lower wing, and it blows across this lower wing, at least the inner half, and that makes that thrust stable more. And you hit thrust and it climbs just like it should, and you take off the thrust and it comes down. So now it's pretty much a perfect plane because the dehedral from the top wing is keeping it stable, and this motor with the prop at the front of the lower wing is finally fixed my pitch problem, and the yaw is fixed. See, there's a 3mm bar that comes in this way, and I had that on the upper wing all the way in, and on the other upper wing, freeze here, and then from this wing. And what that does is it gives it an artificial wing sweep. And I had it on the upper and lower, but right now it looks like I just have it on the upper wing. The lower wing has some windows cut in the lower wing. That lets the upper wing be a dominant surface. On top of this is the upper wing, there's some triangles here. What those triangles are doing is it's giving the wing an artificial sweep. So like for instance, if the plane was like this, you can see that would cause more resistance and it would push that side back. But at the same time, well, say for instance, if the wind's going this way, that would cause more resistance. Then look at over here, there's less resistance because the wind would go through the little channels and through the points real easily. So that gives it an artificial sweep in addition to the bar. So these triangles, and in addition to that bar that I showed you on the underside, gives this wing the artificial sweep. And it has some large vertical surfaces here between the motors. Here and here, it goes from the top motor to the bottom motor. It's like for directional, really helps it directionally. Now the front nose here has a cantered wing to where it's a channel, has the two side bodies, and this is actually a cantered wing that comes down, starts high and swings down low inside the nose. There's a little elevator between the two motors. Now this elevator bar here is angled upward, and the very edge here is reflexed. It's getting hard here. The edge here is reflexed up a little bit more. Now, the wing here is pretty much level. This little aileron surface is pretty much level with the wing. But right here in the central area, this is reflexed up just a little bit through this area. The motor pods are only the front top quarter of the radius is up here to show you that it has looks like it has a motor pretty much from every angle, and there's some fake rings here, motor rings, to make it look like you have a full motor from the back when you actually don't. So there's a lot of cool stuff going on here. Something else is these are loose. The laser rods here are all held on by rubber bands, so they're cushioning and they come off sometimes when you land. That's okay, you just pop them back on. Now there's also a shock mechanism here on the back of this wing to where it can it can go in and out, because this is a main rod that comes across and there's a tube here. Oh well, I've got a shock absorbing mechanism in the lower wing, so you really don't need landing gear. The plane's tough enough. It also has, right here, there's two main rods that come forward on each side of the nose with a spring in here, so it's got this shock absorbing nose. I've ran this straight into a brick wall and the plane had no damage. And it's pretty much it so far. I'm just super happy with it, and you can tell the little bit of weight there on the nose. It could be even heavier, like for paint and all that. Well, just thank you so much, and I'm just so glad I got this thing flying great. Thank you, bye.